standards like favor women more than men?
Hell yes.
Hold on.
Are you living in Miami?
No, I live in New York and I've lived in Atlanta.
Okay, I'm gonna just tell you, if I was a hot chick, what my life would be like. Just come here. I'm like, hold on. Let's say I was fresh
stuff.
Pretty bitch privilege.
Materialist. I know. I mean, yeah, we know the pretty privilege. We get drinks. We get to go. We know all of that, but it's not free. It's not free. It's not free.
Into the mic.
It's not free.
That's not true.
All right, nigga. If I was a hot bitch, I pull up to Miami. I'm getting free yacht parties. I'm getting free drinks, free dinner. I'm getting rich niggas taking me out. And you know what? I don't gotta fuck.
Bro, I had the whole
So I'm just telling you, nigga. You got the standards. You got the Medicaid. Not us.
What
Hell no. I'm not a character right now.
I think it's the opposite because I believe that the benefits that we get are superficial. The benefits the men get, like for example, if we're both going for a job, the fact that I'm a woman, sometimes the man just automatically gets it. Like you just get the job.
See,
that's way more important than me. Yeah, I want to party and all that, but longevity, like when I'm 30, 40 and the world is telling me, oh, your life is over. You're 30 and 40. You're in your prime. Those are the benefits that count. Hanging out on a boat, that's
but it's like,
nothing.
that's biological, you know, that's biological. And also another benefit of the double standard, like I come from overseas, there's war all the time. The only reason like my people that I grew up with, they died and I didn't is because I'm a girl. So I do believe in double standard because men go fight on the front lines when women don't.
That's a good point. Look, they're from Ukraine and Russia, right? But hold on, real quick. So they actually came here and they're living pretty good, I assume, right? Versus their counterparts that are men, guess what they're doing? Fighting wars that they don't want to fight. No, tell me if that's not double standard or not.
Well, I'm from West Africa. So if you want to talk about... so when you talk about double standards, it's a whole different ballgame. Like, where I'm from, just the fact that you're a woman, you could be considered worthless just because of that. Because of the way women are treated. I would say where you're from,
I get it because you guys are more tolerant of like men just being men. So I get that part.
Men get all
generally
the
around the world, you guys win, I would say, 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, but how many of us would die if the women went to the war? If it was the women that were in the war, we would all be dying. Like, we're not meant for war.
I agree.
We're pretty smart.
That's why, but hold on. You guys want equality, right? You guys want to be equal to us. You want to be as similar as men. Well, no, not you, but generally women want that, right? So my thing is like, if you want equality, then do what we do.
Exactly.
But you won't.
No, I don't want to fight in the war. I'll let you.
I don't think any of us should fight in the war.
I feel like respectfully, y'all say double standard. It's how you approach yourself. Y'all say females get stuff freely, but it's not free. It's how you approach yourself to other people. You could be a classy girl and don't get handouts, or you could be a whore and you could get handouts.
Listen, I had a girl that's
down here though. That's only down here.
Wants to be a lawyer, right? And she went to law school, went to a very good law school, did very well, and she wanted to get a job. Within her school, alumni, they gave her a job just for being, alumni. Now, granted though, like she had classmates that are guys that are doing way better than her as well. She got the job. Now she's in the office. She's like, okay, cool. I want to level up. I want to get to a higher position in the company. Her mindset was your mindset. Oh, I'm a woman. It's going to be almost impossible. So I have two options. Either have sex to get to the top or work harder and see what happens. And my thing is like, okay, yes, they're going to see you as a piece of meat at the very beginning. But like you said, how you carry yourself will determine how they see you. And she said, you know what? I'm going to work the hard way. Within 2 years, her actually coming together, saying, I'm going to take this seriously.
I think it was a talk about double standards.
Look at that. Marco.
Yeah, I think there was a talk about double standards here. So I thought I would come in real fast and talk about this because this tends to be something that I talk about. So
welcome back.
Thank you. No, it's just hot outside. So real quick, just for all the ladies here that think there's a double standard, can you name one double standard that benefits men that women also don't enjoy besides the ability to have sex without consequence?
How about you answer it?
Since you were talking about it the most, actually.
Yeah, like for example, I was saying the job. I believe that there is this idea in society, even though they say if you want it done, get a woman to do it. No, I believe that this whole idea of women are emotional, women, work off hormones. Automatically, most people won't even give you the opportunity to try to do the job. They're just going to say, man, woman, let me give it to a man.
Like what type of job?
Any type of job. Correctional officer. I mean, we're talking more career, things that are not based on your looks.
Well, since you mentioned law enforcement, that used to be something I used to do. Are you aware of the fact that there's hiring protocols that favor women where there's female-only announcements?
By law.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like
Why
affirmative
they have
action.
to make that law though?
Yeah, but affirmative action, who does it benefit?
Yeah, but I believe that the benefits or the claimed benefits that we get, first of all, there's a quota on it. Every woman is not just going to get passed along just because she's a woman. It's actually the opposite. I believe that most women are going to get turned away because they're women. And I feel like the mediocre, the little superficial things that are considered benefits, like, oh, you're a woman, you don't have to pay for your lunch, is nothing compared to the benefits that the men get that lead, like behind the scenes. It leads to power, it leads to wealth building, it leads to all these other things that I believe women don't even realize we don't have access to.
No, the reality is you do have access to them. It's just that a lot of women choose to not have access to them because a lot of the time women are lazy. They want to go ahead and get free handouts and be treated like a lady and get all these benefits of chivalry, which inevitably puts you in a position where men give you things for free. Now, if a woman wants to work and get into law enforcement, get in these professions you're talking about that they would not get, they actually would. Because if you want to go ahead and be an FBI agent right now, there's a female-only announcement for you. There's a DEI hire announcement for Secret Service agents for women. So in law enforcement, women actually have a higher likelihood of getting these jobs. And any type of law, any type of career field that favors men, they favor the women to come in to make it more diverse. So I don't think this whole double standard thing that women always cry about, double standards inherently benefit women. That's why we have to create another standard for you guys, because you guys suck at most things. Let's be honest. The military, law enforcement, etc. Why are there two different standards? Why isn't there just one?
But like I said, I believe that's a distraction.
But the fact that even exists proves my point that the double standards inherently benefit women. They don't benefit men.
But those double standards are set on the fact that, one, women are not going to want to fight in the army. There's just the physical limitations that women have. I believe that there are women that say, oh, I want to grow old and go to the army, or I want to be a correctional officer. But typically women don't want to be in physical jobs, even if you're looking at an industry like trucking. If you're looking at an industry like nursing, always the women are always going to hold the bottom roles.
And why is that?
And the higher roles, because I believe it's
choice.
double. I don't think it's
their choice.
It is.
I don't think it's their choice.
We had recently an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, right? Who was next to him, putting him in the car?
Male and female.
But
A female.
Female.
Yeah.
So she was there, even though she didn't have to be. That was a choice that she made to be there, even though she felt terribly.
To be honest, it was only the men that jumped on him, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The
True.
women didn't do shit.
But the fact is, she was still there. She made a choice to be there and be a part of that team. The fact is that, yes, you're saying, yes, things can happen in that way, but it's just a choice.
But it's like, they only think about the career, think that like women's career matter that much. It's like, look, Ronaldo, he used to date Irina Shayk, right?
Yes.
Who's Irina Shayk now? Look at Ronaldo's girlfriend, Georgina. She got 3 times more followers than Irina, and she's a professional model. She built a career based off a man's career. So it's like, if you really meet the right man, you can actually build up your whole future, like your whole life off him. So it's like, in that way, it's like, what is women like gonna run for the career?
One of the things I get so attacked for a lot of the times is I acknowledge the fact that women live life on easy mode, and people get angry at me for saying that, but the reality is that women do live life on easy mode. Let me explain what I mean by this. A woman can choose to be a hard worker, go to college and build herself up. However, she can also choose to be useless and smoke weed and marry a millionaire. Men don't get that choice. The same double standard that you're talking about, there's no double standard for us. It's one standard. Succeed or not. But if you don't succeed, you're going to have a miserable life. As a woman, you could be a bum and still find a guy that has a future.
Yeah, but I believe, first of all, there's more male millionaires than female millionaires.
Why is that?
Because they lazy as hell.
No, I don't believe that. I believe it's a double standard. Like me, for example. Okay.
Lazy.
I was a girl that started off doing the hard worker thing. I went to college, got my master's. I'm applying for jobs. I'm getting hired. And in every field that I worked, and I hate to sound stereotypical, but I always felt like I would get into a position and I want to work my way up.
What fields were you working in specifically?
I've done trucking, for example.
Yep.
I was an executive assistant.
Sure.
Of course, an executive assistant never would be considered for the position of executive. Why? Because first of all, the guys who own the company, they're never even gonna allow someone that is not in their bloodline or a friend or a relative to even apply for certain jobs. Me being an executive assistant was the highest position I could ever get to in that company, and I knew that. And no matter how hard I worked, no matter how much money I saved them, I'm never going to break that mold. I know because I tried and I know the politics. But yes, you're right. So I decided at a certain point, I went on a weight loss journey. It started off as, okay, let me just get fit. Let me get myself together. I went on a weight loss journey and I realized, as a woman.
Why'd you quit the trucking?
It's pointless. I quit a lot of jobs because you realize that you're just not going to get
where you want to go. What if I told you that's
a
privilege as a woman that you can quit a bunch of jobs? You know how many guys work jobs that they absolutely hate because they must work it because men understand that the amount of money that they make in their title defines them? This is one of the benefits of being a woman. You're not defined by your title. You're not defined by what you do. You're not defined by how much money you make. You're defined by how you look. That's the reality, okay? No one gives a fuck about your background and your title.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. That's a privilege, though. You're able to hold all these different jobs and leave and, pick up another job as much as you want. What if we took a man and put him in your position? You know what we say? He's inadequate, he's an idiot, he's a quitter, he's a bum, etc. Because men don't have a choice. We don't have to be like, we can't be like, you know what? I can't move up, so I'm going to quit. You know what? I'm going to go on a weight loss journey. You know what? I don't want to do this trucking anymore. Men are more willing to sacrifice to do jobs that they hate to earn money because we understand that our value is derived by how much money we earn. Women, you guys can go ahead and pursue what you guys want. Yeah. Why do you think women work stupid jobs? Let's be honest here. You guys want to be artists. You want to be sculptors. You guys want to do a fashion line where it makes no money, etc. Women tend to dominate jobs that are useless and don't make as much money. Why? Because women have the ability, right, being honest here, to chase their dreams without consequence. If I want to chase my dreams of be a SoundCloud rapper, etc., I'm going to deal with some consequences for that. People aren't going to respect me. They're going to say you're a fucking dead-end rapper, etc. I get made fun of for being a loser. You don't get made fun of for being a loser. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No. Being a slut and being a loser are two different things.
In certain fields, you're automatically considered a slut. Like us sitting here at this table, we're already automatically considered sluts. It doesn't matter.
Honestly, can I say something?
I think, hold on. All I'm trying to establish to you is that women have the privilege of not necessarily having to work as hard or working a job that they don't like for a career because money doesn't define you. Money defines us, though.
Correct.
So since men have a higher burden of performance to earn money, we're more willing to sacrifice our wants and needs for the betterment to make money because we are looked at as the providers and protectors. Yeah. You know how many guys out there work jobs that they fucking hate, but they do it anyway?
Correct.
Because they know
their
but when they're not willing to do these jobs, women aren't willing to be sanitation workers. They're not willing to be truck drivers, as you just proved. They're not willing to be forklift operators and be plumbers. They're not willing to do construction workers. They're not willing to do these very difficult jobs. You guys want to sit in an office, air conditioned, and look pretty with your makeup on. You guys don't want to do the hard jobs that pay a lot, by the way, because women just don't have the same proclivity to go out there and earn money.
I agree.
That's why y'all earn less, because you guys deserve less, quite frankly. Sorry.
That's the truth. I honestly agree with that because every person has their own. You could choose what you want to do. I know a female to this day right now is in a truck driving, and she's a female. I know a lot of females, if you look on social media, drive trucks because they want to do it. Yeah. Like you said, they do look into men background. When we get a job, they don't really look in our background. They ask for ID and keep us pushing. With a man, okay, let me see if you got a record. Let me see what you got going on. Let me see this, that, and that.
Because they know that he can be potentially elevated.
Let me put it in a way so y'all can understand. For example, dating a female costs money. You don't want a nigga that don't got no money, right or wrong? Right. Did I lie?
Because
when he say a man will do a job that he don't want to do, only because men think differently than us. They think beneficial. They think future references. Us, we think right now, this day, what they're going to do.
I think about future too.
You say that now.
And I think
but when you get a man, and tell me if I'm wrong, Myron, female get a man and be like, oh, you got money? How can you help me? What can you do for me?
No, I don't do that.
Y'all on this panel.
Money ever in my life.
Myron, you wasn't here, but y'all on this panel, and I've been listening for a minute as a person who been here a lot and actually learn how to learn on different sides. All y'all said y'all need a man with money, and you did too. You didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
I did not say that.
Almost every female on this panel said they want a man with money.
It's okay, don't worry. I already paid attention. Hold on. Did you get divorced from a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you get divorced? Oh, don't worry, I've been paying attention. Why'd you get divorced from her?
I told you distance.
Distance, okay.
Yeah, not you, but the channel. But
then you mentioned earlier that like you would be with a 56-year-old guy if he built himself up and had some money, etc. I remember you
I
were saying
didn't
that
say
too.
it was about. I said if it was hot, but money is a plus. And it's so you missed that though. I said the thing about the money is because like love her.
So are you bisexual or are you lesbian? What are you exactly?
Bi-curious.
Fuck labels.
No, labels are important.
Important.
They're important.
I don't like labels. I don't like labels.
What was that?
No pronouns. No.
So why is money
Hold
important?
on.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure this out. So, like you said, so you were married to a woman and then you left, and you're claiming it was because of distance. Who was the main provider in that relationship?
Both.
There's always a predominant provider. Were you? There's no way you guys were you guys really 50-50?
Yeah.
Realistically speaking?
Yes.
50-50.
But you just said a second ago that you guys were split distance, which means you had to pay for your own living accommodations.
No, that would of course. Like I pay for my own, she pays for her own. That's still 50-50 in the whole relationship.
Okay, so you were paying for yourself, she was paying for herself.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not really 50-50.
That's
That's
not-
And
100-100.
it's like okay. You know, looking from a perspective like dating a woman and like dating a man as a girl is different. You know, like it's different.
And
It's
I was
different
actually going to get to that.
perspectives.
Men have to provide way more value when they deal with
Yes.
women than women have to.
Yeah.
That proves my point.
When you get married,
I wasn't disagreeing with you. I was
It's
disagreeing with
different,
her.
Like,
you disagree with me, but when you get married, who you want to pay your bills?
Of course, a man he
Okay,
has to.
so you're relying on a man to pay your bills. So obviously he need to work a job that he don't want to do
Why
to
would
take
the
care
right
of
to
you.
work? A successful man can
Correct?
work a job
Am
that
I
he
correct or
loves.
am I correct,
Okay, you
Myron?
said that art is
I don't
bullshit,
know.
right? You said art is bullshit.
Like you
hold on.
Okay.
I don't know if you just caught on. She just named the double standard right there.
She did.
Because, no, do you notice what she said?
What
If she's with a man, he needs to pay the bills, but she was content being in a
and I
marriage
was
with a
gonna
woman
make
that
a-
was
I
not
was gonna
paying the
make a
bills.
statement about that.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Hold on. No, stop.
That's in her world.
No, but that's a majority of women would.
No, that's not true in the black community. In the black community,
Wait, don't say the black community. Help us
I
out.
know you don't want to say that, but I'm telling you the reality of it. So you guys are sitting here talking about finding a man with money and I want this, I want that. That's in your world. In the world that I've seen and the world that I've come from, women don't. It doesn't matter how pretty you are. You don't necessarily get the luxury of sitting there saying, "Oh, I want a man with this much money, so I'm gonna chill."
Okay,
No,
look,
you're
look,
not
look,
working
Saying
jobs
I want a man like that
out
doesn't
here.
necessarily mean
All
I'll
right,
get a man like that. It's just in my mind.
Stop. Okay, so number one, I just want to real quick illustrate the fact that she totally named a double standard, and that's fine.
I like
She went
double
ahead-
standard.
Okay, but she was saying that women there's these double
I like
standards that
double
don't benefit
standards.
women.
She doesn't.
That's one right there that it proves my point. You would tolerate certain things in a relationship with a woman that you would never tolerate from a man, and that proves my point. That most women, by the way, would agree with you that if I'm with a man, he needs to be at least providing something. Versus if you're with a woman, you would not expect her to have the same level. Now, with you saying the black community, blah blah blah. The reality is
I'm
that
sorry, the lower end in terms of income. Let's not just say the black community. Let me
Okay.
rephrase that.
You can say-
I'm
you can
not
say whatever you
I'm not
wanna say.
referring to upper and middle
You can
class.
say
We're
that's
talking
fine.
about
You can say whatever you want
Yeah.
to say, but the reality
Exactly.
is if I take 100 women, whether they're rich or not, and I ask them, would you prefer a man that's a breadwinner over a man that's going to go 50-50? Would you know what they're all going to say? Regardless of skin color? Okay, that's what we're trying to illustrate here.
that
So
part.
just because women don't have a man that's a breadwinner doesn't mean that they still don't want it and wouldn't prefer it. It's just that she doesn't have the
it's not her
ability to
reality.
attract that. No, she just doesn't have the ability to attract it.
Question.
It's not her reality. Yeah.
Can I ask every female a question since we on this topic right now? Since a man, y'all want men to benefit y'all. If you were to date a man that went through a rough time, would you benefit him for that moment or not?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
You say yeah when I
But
say
it's like, look.
listen to the
when
question.
you benefit a man,
Listen-
right? You benefit a man, and then he's gonna go cheat on you because every man cheats,
That's
and
not
then he's
true.
gonna fucking embarrass you in front of everyone. I'm
That's
never
not true.
staying down with that man. No, he can struggle himself, and then when he gets up,
You're actually explaining exactly what I mean. You feel what I'm saying? Double standard. When we're down bad, who y'all
not
think
down
supposed to
bad.
lift us up? I'm not saying you're down bad.
your
I
parents supposed to lift you up, not
when
your man. Like
your parents, you're too old to still be
lift
dependent
yourself
on
up.
your
you're the one.
parents.
You're the one. Why somebody needs to lift you up? You can lift
First of
yourself
all, your
up.
only thing your parents supposed to be doing once you're past 21 is giving you advice. Your parents shouldn't be doing
Okay.
nothing financially
Okay.
or nothing. You're a
But
grown
why do you
ass
say
lady.
somebody
I feel like at the end of
supposed
the
to
day,
lift
your
you
family's
up?
gonna support you
They're
no
gonna
matter what.
support you.
Exactly.
Support.
Yeah.
I don't really
But
think
we're
it's about
talking-
you
we're talking
depending
about-
on your
we're talking
family.
about a
It's
man
really
and a woman. We're not talking about family. We're talking about a man and a woman. So if you're down, if you don't got it, you would expect the
well,
dude
if
to
my
have it.
partner doesn't
Which
have it,
dude?
he's struggling in
Which
that
dude?
point
I'm
in
not dating
life.
nobody.
That's my. You're saying which dude? You're not understanding what we're. If you have a if you have a dude and you're going through it and you ain't got it, you expect him to jump. So you're saying if he don't got it, he gonna go jump on the next person. That's not how it goes.
I don't believe that.
That's not life. If you're really sticking by a man and doing, first of all, you gotta be a right woman to be within a man. Cause trust me, I done been with a dude who didn't have it, and I ain't asked for her back. Some females, dudes go through it and they be like, "Where the money back? Give it back.
Yeah, that's not
give it
wrong.
back." And
All right,
y'all need
hold
that.
on, stop real quick. You said you had an issue with men cheating, right? For you?
No, I've never been cheated on because I never had a boyfriend. But I've had issues with men cheating in general.
Okay, so you want a man that's going to be monogamous to you, and you said that most men are going to cheat, correct?
All men are gonna cheat.
Oh, they're going to cheat. Okay,
Oh,
so would it be, if since you think all or a majority of men are going to cheat, would it be fair to say that a man that's actually monogamous is rare?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Unexistent.
Okay, do you think you deserve one of these guys?
Who? The ones
You.
who cheat?
No, a guy that's monogamous and faithful. Do you deserve one?
They don't exist.
Okay, but if there one is one that existed, do you think you deserve him?
Of course.
Emotional damage. Okay, how many other ladies here feel that they deserve a man that's monogamous? To only them.
I mean, if that's
Okay,
what I'm
a majority of girls here think that they deserve a guy that's monogamous.
Yeah, I don't think all guys are whores.
Okay, would you guys agree that a majority of men cheat though?
Yes, I agree.
Oh.
Hold on, one by one. Do you think?
so.
What do you think percentage of men cheat then?
Like, I say half and half.
You think it's a 50-50 shot?
I think so.
All right, what about you?
But
I'm sorry.
What about you?
I want to say like 30%, 40.
Cheat? So you think a minority. What about you? You think a minority or majority?
Honestly, I don't know. It's something a female got to do for a man to cheat. So I don't know.
Okay, what about you? You think a
I don't
minority
know.
or?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, what about you?
I think
Minority or majority?
I think it's 50-50.
Okay.
I don't believe all
What about
men
you? Do you think a minority or majority?
50-50.
I think 50-50.
Okay. What about you?
I haven't been cheated on, but I've been cheated on with, basically.
Okay. So you think? Well, you said all men cheat, so I know your stance actually. What about you?
I believe majority.
Majority cheat. Okay. What about you?
50-50.
Okay. Now let's make this more fun. A man that's actually attractive, let's say over 6 feet tall, has a bunch of money, maybe somewhat successful, has respect of his peers. Do you think he's going to be? Do you think their likelihood of being monogamous is high or low?
Low. Lower.
High.
Okay. So.
I think the more
Low.
men.
Okay, we'll make it simple. We'll make it simple. Attractive man, tall, good looking, has money, etc. Do you guys think that he's more likely to cheat? Raise of hands if yes.
if he has money. The money.
That's what I mean. Yes,
I
the
feel like
money.
if
He
people
has
think
it
he's
all.
really good looking, he's gonna cheat.
Okay, so you guys.
I know really ugly
Respect
guys
of his
who cheat.
peers.
So some of you are saying 50-50, but if he's attractive and has money, etc., the chances of him going cheating go up, right?
If
Yeah,
he got
majority
it.
of you say that.
Yeah.
Okay. So interesting. So for you, how many of you think you deserve monogamy from this guy,
Which guy?
this top tier guy that's good looking, etc.? How many of you think you deserve monogamy from that guy?
If that's what I'm giving, if that's what we agreed
Yeah,
on.
relationship,
Okay.
I believe.
Do all of you guys want a guy at this caliber? I'm assuming, right? Most women want a guy that has his shit together, tall, good looking,
No.
etc.
Obviously.
I want an ugly dude. Give me an ugly dude.
But you would want the money though, right?
No.
So you could be broke and ugly.
Not even broken ugly. I don't, honestly, when I say, because as y'all put it, y'all people want men for their money. I don't look for money in a man.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't.
All right.
yeah, no, I
So what
Not
about?
anymore. Not anymore. You're
What do
right.
you look for then?
I look for, first of all, I look for personality.
Yeah.
I look for
Energy.
Listen,
Energy,
I done
exactly.
learned a lot from being on here, so I expect not to expect. At how you put it, I expect not to
Then why
expect.
you need him?
Who said I need it? I have a father. That's all I
know,
need.
we all have a father.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying I don't.
dad,
My
you
dad.
already
No,
said
when I say I have a dad, I mean I don't
All right.
expect nothing.
Let
but
me
from my
let me just go
father.
back to
Feel me?
you. So for you, because you think like most men are gonna cheat, or you said all men are gonna cheat, but you don't want a guy that's gonna cheat on you. So let me ask you this: like, what would you bring to a guy that is attractive and has these things? Because you want monogamy, that's rare, that's hard to find. So like, what does he get in exchange for being monogamous to you?
Being with me.
Yeah, what does he get in exchange for being monogamous to you?
He's being with me.
Being with you.
That's my answer, yes.
As in like a wife?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a wife to him?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So you think just you yourself is enough?
And I.
Yes.
Okay. Let's have fun with this. Let's say, I went up to a girl
Mm-hmm.
at the club, right? And I was just being me. And I said, hey, you should date me. And she says, oh, well, tell me about yourself. And I'm like, I'm me. And then she asked me again, well, what do you
I
do?
speak 4 languages. I've been waitlisted for Harvard.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, let's go with that. Now, so you're saying you're trying to use your intellect. Cool. What if I said I asked the girl. She asked me, "Oh, so tell me about yourself," and I'm like, "I'm me." And she's like, "Well, no, tell me about yourself," and I say, "I'm me." Then she asked me the third time, "Tell me about yourself," and I say, "Well, I got an extensive Jordan collection."
Yeah, you can be.
What would her response be to that?
That's gay.
Oh. Well, how do you think I feel when you said that I went to Harvard and I speak 4 languages?
I didn't go to Harvard.
Or I got accepted by Harvard.
Yeah. What about it? Like, you feel it's gay?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see? I don't know if you see what you got accepted to Harvard, so you should understand analogies. So just like you said, I speak 4 languages.
But Jordan collection in a Harvard is different.
Let me explain. Hold on. I like that you're going there. Okay.
The perspective.
Good.
You triggered my trap card.
Now let me ask you a simple question: does your 4 languages and you getting accepted into Harvard benefit me if I was your boyfriend?
Yes.
How so?
I am way more mature than like, you know.
That's relative. Now, let me ask you the question again. Does me having an extensive Jordan collection benefit you?
That doesn't mean you're mature. It just means you're spending money on Jordan.
And you could be
Jordans and
capping.
fucking Oxford degree.
I'm gonna explain. Okay, look, ladies.
could be
Okay,
all
this is where critical thinking comes in. Hold on. Hold on.
Benefit.
It's very simple. Because men and women are attracted to different things. Your degree, your education, and speaking 4 languages and getting accepted to Harvard doesn't benefit me as a man. Just like me saying, I got an extensive Jordan collection. You'd be like, what the fuck? That doesn't benefit me. Men and women look for different things.
What do you look for?
Hold on 1 second. We want a girl that's beautiful, not annoying, not combative,
It's
not
like a
argumentative,
pet. What the
etc.
fuck?
Men want different things in women, and women want different things in men. So my ability to have sneakers and Jordans and look a certain way doesn't matter because it doesn't benefit you. What benefits you is me being able to protect you, provide for you, etc. So you saying that I got accepted to Harvard, that doesn't benefit me as a man.
Okay, look, what benefits you as a man and a woman? Her being attractive, her
Yeah.
being able to be a mother to your kids,
Yep.
her being able to build an empire with in the future, like you're mostly building shit just there for
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
I find it interesting how I asked you because you're basically admitting that this guy doesn't exist. Going back to the monogamy thing, you're admitting, and then when I asked you, okay, well, what does he get in return for being with you? And you listed off a bunch of accolades that don't really benefit him.
But like you understand my point though, like
No, I do, and that's why I'm refuting it.
okay. No, why are you refuting it?
Because you getting accepted to Harvard and speaking 4 languages doesn't really benefit
I'm
that
also
guy.
hot, so
Huh?
I'm also hot, like I look good.
Okay, but is beauty common?
No.
There's a bunch of hot girls at this table right now. Like, there's attractive girls here at this table right now. Beauty is common.
And then also it's like when it clicks, you know, chemistry between people.
Even if Harvard is for you, that's your sake, your degree. That ain't for him. He ain't in Harvard. How can I help
That's
him?
with a girl who was like.
But how does that?
you
What
bringing to the
he's
table
trying to
besides
say
your
is,
intelligence, you know?
by you, for example, you was married to a girl.
Okay.
By you going to Harvard, that's for you, your diploma, your whatever it is, scholarship and everything.
Yeah.
How does that benefit the next person
How
or
do you
your
benefit the man?
college?
How do you personally benefit the man?
It's not even benefiting a man. We're talking about what you just said right now about you going to
No,
college.
but okay.
When I say
let's
going
say
to
you all understand my point. He refuted
let
it.
me-
How do you personally
honestly,
benefit
I
the
don't
man?
agree with what you said respectfully, because honestly, I go to Barry University. That is a private school down here.
Okay.
So I got a full ride.
Okay.
But
Me
yet
too. I got a full ride too.
that does not matter, because that's just
What
for me.
matters then? Tell
and that's
me.
for me.
I told you
let me
what matters
Can you
to
let me finish?
I'm asking you a question.
Let
You
me.
said
I'm
what
trying
I
to
said.
answer your question, but you continuously let me finish. By me going up, that's for me. That's my education. That's what I want to do.
I
know
understood that.
plenty. I have met plenty of girls who done dropped out and didn't go to college, and still do better than people that went to college.
Like Ronaldo's
by you
vibe.
going
Are
to
you Ronaldo's vibe? Like,
Tell her
shit
let
is
me
that.
cook. Tell her let me cook. By you going to college, at the end of the day, how can I help him?
Answer my question. How are you guys
you just a girl that just went to college?
How did you benefit your boyfriend except for not sexually? You personally.
I worked at a laundromat. I benefited myself before I benefited anybody else.
No, but we're talking about benefiting a man.
What money is you making by being in college?
Man who has money does not give a fuck about how much money you
Nigga do
make.
not give a fuck about you going to college.
So why does he give a fuck about you? What's the reason for him to pick you, for example?
So why should a nigga
give me a reason? Give him a reason.
Listen, I can tell a nigga every day, hey, I go to Barry University.
Exactly.
What the fuck that gotta do with
No.
But she's
She
asking
wants
what
to
is
know.
your
I just want to know.
She wants to know, how do can't you give your man
Because you have something
what
to
he
say about
wants?
her.
Peace of
Like,
mind.
that's me and
What-
you are
cause-
standing. Why is he gonna pick you over me? Tell me why. Just why is that?
She wants to know why.
Why a nigga would pick me over
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah. What's
Because I
the
have
reason?
more common sense and I think logically
okay,
before I
okay.
use my words.
Bitch, I changed
What
my
you're-
country.
I'm not
Just
hearing
think
that.
about that,
What you're saying
please.
right now is straight bullshit. You saying I went to Harvard.
And you're not giving me a counter argument. I'm giving you an argument.
That's my argument.
You're not giving me a counter
That's why you're wrong
argument.
at. That's why I say I have more maturity than you.
No.
You think this is an argument, baby. This is a debate.
Debate is an
That's the
argument.
difference.
It's a
You see what I
synonym.
mean?
No.
At the end of the day, it's
There's a
maturity.
difference.
You could go to Harvard and I go to Barry. It's all about mindset.
I think,
What do you get to your
ladies,
mindset?
I-
that.
My
I have a
mindset.
mindset too.
You don't. Your
I
mindset
write
is
books.
crazy
How
right
can
now.
you know that I don't have a mindset if you don't know me?
All right.
Crazy right now. Your
ladies,
mindset is not.
I think the bottom line here I'm trying to illustrate is
Harvard
that
got nothing.
is men don't really care about women's education and accolades. I think that's the important thing, which goes back to the whole double standard thing that you were mentioning before, because you said that there's double standards, and I would argue double standards only benefit women. They don't really benefit men.
I disagree with that.
Okay, tell me how you disagree.
Because I believe that the benefits that we're giving as women in terms of double standards are peanuts compared to the benefits that men get. Because we get the little things like, oh, okay, perfect example. You said, when it comes to resumes, right? They will look at a woman's resume and they'll just pass her through and give her
That's
the
not
job.
true at all. Women actually got hired at a higher rate if they have a female name on a resume than men do.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
That's not true at all. Like that's
It's
what I'm
not
trying to
true,
say.
but
Like,
I'm
look,
just making a reference to
these
the
are
statement.
these are points that have been debunked a million times. Like feminism has like lied to you guys. Right?
no.
It
It's
sat
not
there and told you
feminism.
guys that you're victims, the patriarchy,
No,
etc.
but that's not what
It's
I was
all
gonna
a
say.
lie.
What I was gonna say is the
Modern
reason why
day
the woman's
feminism.
resume is not scrutinized as hard as the man's resume is because it's already been built that this woman, it doesn't matter what her resume says because she's not gonna get past this position anyway. Whereas a man, once we have hired him, there's always the possibility that he could move up and potentially be a leader in the company. And that's why a woman's resume is not as scrutinized as much as a guy is. And I have been a recruiter before, so I know that this is in the back of certain people's minds. It's just a fact. We get little things. We get peanuts. Oh, you're a pretty girl. You get
Okay,
free
once
dinner, you
again,
get
name
this,
one
you
right or
get that.
privilege, since you're saying double standards and all this other crap. Name one right or privilege that men have over women besides the ability where we can fuck bitches and not be judged for it. Go ahead.
Okay,
Name
for
one.
example,
One right or privilege that
a man
that men
having-
have that
okay,
women don't.
A man having children with multiple women, right? If a woman has
That
children,
goes into what I just said, except for the ability to have sex with multiple women without being judged.
Okay, well, what I meant more so is building multiple households. It's not the act of the sex. It's the fact that you have built multiple households. You have multiple families. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
I like the word that you used there. What was the word that you used there? The verb.
I used a lot of words.
You used a certain verb there. What was
What
it?
do you mean, build?
Oh, build.
Yes.
What does it take to build?
Okay, so what I'm saying is
Money.
this: a man.
And what does it take to earn money?
Men.
Work.
See, like, yo, this is what I'm
Because
trying
you
to
guys
say.
are
Like,
looking at it
like,
from the
hold on, stop.
You're looking at it on the surface. You're looking at it on the
See, this is what I'm
surface.
trying to say. Women live such a privileged life that you guys forget that men have to fight.
We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice.
Excuse
We
me?
don't have a choice.
What do you mean you don't have a choice?
And I've repeated it multiple times, right? Let's say there is the woman that decides, you know what? I don't want to depend on my looks or this or that.
Sure.
I want to play the game. I want to play the game from beginning to the end.
Yeah.
That woman, I'm not going to say she's lost before she's already started, but the chances of that woman even making it to the halftime point, it's very, very small. It's like women
Okay,
almost
let's
get
go back to the
forced
beginning. What was the
into
first thing you
this
said in
hole.
your sentence just now? Just rewind a second ago.
Which one?
What did you literally say right before you started that?
Oh, I said if a woman decided, if she chooses to play the game.
Oh, wait, hold on. So did
she
you
has a
just, did you
choice?
just name that she has a choice?
The reason why she has
Hold on,
a
hold on.
choice.
Hold on. Stop the fucking show. Stop.
A man has
I'm
a
talking
choice
about.
to be entitled.
Stop.
One second.
There's men
Stop.
that are
One
playboys
second. Stop.
that are
Wait.
gigolos.
Stop.
You're
Stop.
acting like there's men that are
Stop
not complete
for 2
bums.
seconds.
Okay.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. Privilege is invisible to those that have it. The fact that you even have a choice,
Yes.
and you're complaining about having a
Okay.
choice, is ridiculous.
But
you think
do
I
you
can,
realize you could also have that same privilege? It's not for every man. It's not for
Oh, really?
every man. You're handsome, you have nice teeth, you're tall, you're good looking. The same way.
Is that every man?
Listen.
Is that every man?
The same way
Is that every man?
choose.
Tie dye.
Listen, the
Put him in a
same
good
way I
mood.
could choose to the same way I could
Is
choose.
that every man?
It's not every man, but it's
either.
also not every woman. It's also not every
Okay.
woman, and that's what I was explaining to
All
her.
right.
You're sitting
Look,
here talking
but he
about.
got-
Okay,
Right there.
stop 1 second, because
Okay.
let me just be very honest about this. Let's say I'm this guy that you're talking about. That's like, I can go ahead and get girls. I'll be
Not
honest
get
with you.
girls.
Most women are not going to support me financially, though, where, to the
Facts.
point where I don't have to work. Like, I might be able to get a girl to go on a date with me or whatever, but I'd be hard pressed to find a girl that's actually going to be a sugar mama for me. Okay.
Okay, it
And
happens
most
all
men
the
can't
time.
do it, and only a minority of men are even found attractive by a majority of women.
Maybe you
so
guys
a
need
mid
to
girl,
search
hold
harder.
on, a girl that's
Maybe
mid
men need to
can
search
go
harder.
find a man that's top tier that will take care of her. A man, though, needs to be top tier to even get a chance with a mid girl.
No, okay, first of all, okay, so look at this, look at this. Let's say there's a man. And what this situation that I'm on, this situation I'm going to explain to you is a standard situation. There is a man living in a woman's house. He doesn't have a job. The woman is the one working. She's the one that owns the car. She's bringing in the bread. He's laying on the couch. For whatever reason, he could be
How
a
often does that
felon
actually happen?
all the time in certain communities. It's more standard
Never.
in certain communities to have households with women working and men not working.
Myron.
You
But
guys
that's
have
not
the
a double
privilege.
standard, though.
Wait,
That's not a double
you
standard.
guys have the privilege of never living. But listen, you guys have the privilege of never living in a certain demographic, or maybe never living below the poverty line. So maybe you're not aware of it. But there's certain neighborhoods that you go into. Okay, you could be in a certain neighborhood, and every single man in that neighborhood might not have a job. You might have the ones, and I know it sounds stereotypical, but stereotypes don't just pop out of thin air. I'm telling you a
just
fact.
very rare.
There's
It's also-
families. You
it's
will go
just-
to a
it's a
family.
Again,
And
it's
going
all
back,
community.
going
It's all
back,
community.
hold on,
We're
stop,
talking about the
stop,
whole
stop,
line.
stop. Like, you're number one, you're talking about a certain, group
Community,
of people,
yes.
right? That
Because
isn't the
that's
majority.
that's the group I came
Number
from.
two,
so
that's
that's
cool,
my
but
reality.
here's okay, but you got to understand that your reality a lot of the times doesn't reflect
past.
the real world.
Yeah, my past.
Okay.
I pulled myself out of that.
Okay, that's fantastic.
How many people do?
Okay, listen, I came from a poor background too, but I would be an absolute idiot to go ahead and use my personal experience and where I came from
Yeah.
and my background
But you
and try to
asked for an
extrapolate that
example.
and try to extrapolate that into the general population. The general
It's
population
not
is
the
much
general
more.
population. You
Can I
asked for
relate
an
on this
example.
topic
It's an example.
real quick?
Okay,
in a woman's point of view?
okay, again, remember, the conversation was this double standard that you're talking about, right? I asked you, what benefit, right? What double standard?
It happens in higher end communities too. There's men that
Okay.
don't work real jobs.
Can I say
Women
something?
No,
take care
stop.
of
No,
them.
no, because you don't even, because I'm asking you, name one privilege or benefit that men get, right, from this double standard that you're claiming that women also don't enjoy. And the only thing you gave
The
me.
ability to move up in management.
did you
Like,
say
it's
you
a
drove
fact.
trucks?
It's a fact.
Did you say you
no,
drove
I never
trucks?
drove trucks.
While you was working
no,
with it?
I worked in the corporate side of a trucking
And
company.
like I said, it was your choice to stop working with them. As a man,
Because I
right now,
realized,
listen,
because I
hear me out.
realized all the
Myron,
benefits of my hard work were
Myron
going
and
to the man.
Fresh.
I'm an
Did
executive
y'all-
assistant.
Yeah.
Hold on, Myron and
look,
Fresh,
look,
did
you
y'all
to
have a
complete-
choice?
Stop. You do realize that, like, there's plenty of men also that you probably competed with that didn't get the position either, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
well, maybe,
when I was making.
maybe it wasn't that you didn't get promoted because you're a woman. Maybe you just didn't do as good of a job as
No,
the
I
guys.
got
Or the
promoted,
people
but
that,
it's
oh,
not
so you got
that
promoted.
But once you're the executive assistant, the only place you can move up is to become the executive, and it's not going to happen. And it's a fact. I don't know the exact statistics, so I'm not going to give the numbers. It's just like if you're in a hospital, okay?
Look.
There are going to be a lot of female nurses.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of female. I mean, yes, there's the janitor. There's the janitors that
Yep.
tend to be male.
Yep.
You're going to have the staff in the office, the administration. But when you get high up, when you're talking about who owns the office, when you're who owns the practice, when you're talking about board of directors, when you're talking about upper level management, when you're talking about doctors, those roles are usually held by men. But as a
do that
woman,
better,
Because-
though.
as a woman, you're so happy with
because
the
men,
peanuts.
I'm just gonna be honest,
Men are
men
better
are
than
just
that.
better. And,
Yeah,
and the other thing
that's
too,
The ultimate benefit of being a man when it comes to double standards is
No,
the
but
fact
look,
that
why
men
America
are always
doesn't have a woman
assumed to
president?
be better. It doesn't
America
matter.
still
Men
has
get
to have
life
a woman
harder than
president.
women.
So maybe that
I
shows
know,
that
but
men
life
are
harder
better
than
at some
women.
things.
The ultimate benefit is the fact that men always, call it a stereotype, call it an assumption.
Okay, so
call it
explain
what you
this to me
want.
then. Explain
men
this to me.
always
Okay, hold
are
on,
assumed
hold on,
to be
hold on.
better than women.
So explain
That's
this to
the
me.
ultimate benefit.
Explain this to me then. So why is it that women are graduating college at a higher rate, 3/4 of college attendees nowadays are women. Women are dominating education in general, right? They're just more educated, and they're starting to make more money than men in a lot of major cities.
Just to hold the lower roles.
No, they're starting to make more money than men in a lot of major cities.
It's starting. We're in the beginning.
So are
of
women
something
actually
new.
really being held back like you claim that there's no
Well, okay, what my question was, what my original question was,
No, because that's what
I've already answered
my
my
stance
question.
is this.
Okay,
My
you said
argument.
what is
No,
one
my
benefit?
argument. My argument is this. I would argue that women have an easier time in life now with the double standards that you're complaining about than men do.
No, I'm not complaining about them.
No, because you're claiming that the double standards only benefit men. I'm telling you that the double standards benefit women.
No, I'm not saying they only benefit men. What I'm saying is the benefits that we get as a woman that are supposedly better are actually, it's like a distraction. It's like peanuts because the benefits that men get when you talk about longevity.
Yeah, but men have to earn those benefits. They're based, you know why they're wrong?
Women do too.
No, because it's based on longevity. The longevity it comes from because it's based on meritocracy. With men, you only get ahead if you add value. With women, you can get ahead if you're not, if you don't add value.
Look,
if you're 300 pounds, if you're 300 pounds and you look ugly and this, that, you don't get the benefits.
The Democratic nominee of the United States of America, right fucking now, suck dick to get to where she's at. Are you seriously sitting here telling me that there aren't situations where women aren't able to move up? This woman is literally running for president of the United States
because Biden dropped out. Exactly.
Okay.
She wasn't.
But why did she get picked?
I'm not
Why did she get picked as the vice president?
That.
Why did she get picked
because
as
she's
vice president?
the vice. She was already in the position of vice
president.
president.
Okay, now find me a fucking guy that got picked for where he's at because of his gender and because of his skin color.
What do you mean? When Trump was in office, if Trump would have been impeached, Pence would have naturally stepped up. That's the order. President, vice president.
He didn't pick him because he was a black woman. That's my point.
I'm not saying that.
That's my point. That's the complete point of what
I'm saying is Harris. I'm not saying that Harris got lucky, but let's be for real. She's only where she is because Biden dropped out. If Biden would have never dropped out, she would not be in that position.
But how did she get there? How did she get there?
She was Biden's vice president.
How did she become vice president in the first place?
Because she was nominated.
Why was she nominated?
Why?
You think she was nominated because she's a black woman?
Yes, correct. Yes, correct.
Okay, so thank you. So you just proved my point. You just proved my point. So the double standard is, as a woman, the assumption is that you're never really worthy of what you're getting. Men are always inherently assumed to be better.
Well, you get
that matters. That's what
but
I'm
at least you get it. At least you get it.
No, you don't always
At least you get it.
You don't always
And then guess what? You know what ends up happening? They get it, and then it's up to them whether they're going to prove the stereotype right and be a bimbo,
Exactly.
or they're going to prove it wrong and show a lot of work. But they get the opportunity is the point I'm trying to make. You know how many women get into law enforcement positions, become FBI agents, Secret Service, Homeland Security? They don't deserve to have that job, but they get it because they're a female and they meet the requirements. And then they're like, you know what? I'm iffy about you. But then they get on the job, they work really hard. People are like, damn, she's a go-getter, and they respect her. So she's got. And guess what happens with men? Same shit. We have to earn our respect too. That's why we get bullied and hazed, etc. When you look at male sports, you look at anything with males, right, where it's male-dominated. What do? We bull the fuck out of the new guy. But women, for some odd reason, I'm getting bullied and judged. Guess what, bitch? Everyone gets bullied when they get into a new position.
Yeah, but men are getting paid more regardless. But you're already getting paid more to work.
Men get paid more because they deserve more. Because women don't want to work hard.
And that is the ultimate benefit. Hold on, y'all. And that is the ultimate benefit.
No.
You're a man.
The reason. Stop. Because I wrote a book about this shit. Okay, I literally wrote a book about this. I researched this. Women get paid more. They get paid less because they work jobs that earn less a lot of times.
No. In the same position, a woman and a man is going to earn more. That's statistical.
Are you going to watch basketball? Are you going to watch real basketball?
I don't make the rules. It's a fact. And I'm not here to push stereotypes, but if we're going based on numbers, for example, I had a friend.
Are you saying that there's a wage gap? Myth. Are you making the argument that there's a wage gap based on gender?
I think
there's a wage gap based on gender. There's a wage gap based on race. There's a wage gap based on education.
Let's focus on the gender. Hold on.
Based on skills, the wage gap.
Always.
So you're saying, do you believe this whole argument that women earn 80 cents on the dollar? Is that what you're trying to? Is that the argument you're making?
I mean, that's the life
That's
I'm
the wage
living.
gap. That's the wage gap.
Yeah.
By the way. Okay.
Yeah, and being a black woman is going to be even
sure.
less.
Who else agrees with this? Who else agrees with this? That women earn 80 cents on the dollar.
Wait, let me ask
Hold
this
on,
question.
stop,
How
one
many
second.
women here
Stop
at
one
this
second.
table have actually
Stop
been
one
in
second
corporate
for 2
America?
seconds. Hold on.
Okay, first let's
Raise your hands.
establish that.
Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you guys agree that women earn 80 cents on every dollar that a man makes.
I can't speak.
Who
for my
agrees with that?
Raise your hand if you've ever worked
Who
a
agrees with
job.
that?
I
You
agree with that,
with
but because
Okay,
of
sure.
skill, because
Have you
men
worked a
should be
job?
better at
I've
So
worked
you
a
agree with
job
that.
since
Okay.
13.
Okay, so you've worked a job.
Since
All right.
13.
So before we start speaking about salary, make sure that you're talking to a person that's actually earned a salary to begin
Honestly,
with.
it's not even
I'm
about
just
that.
asking.
He got a point.
I'm
He
just
got a valid
asking.
point.
I'm just asking the here, ladies here on the panel. Do they believe that women earn 80 cents on the dollar every man makes? Who agrees
No.
with that? Okay,
I
so
told
you two agree with that.
I agree because of skill. Because men are better at basketball, for example. Who's gonna watch WNBA when they can watch
Okay,
somebody
that's
dunk?
an extreme example, but okay, fine. So you're claiming that. Are you aware of the fact that the reason?
Wild.
Okay, the reason why women earn less than men a lot of times is because. Okay, let's just be honest about this. They work jobs, okay, that pay less a lot of times. They go into social work, nursing, jobs that, teaching, etc. They want to be, executive assistants, etc. They want to be more clerical jobs.
Because I can't be the executive.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say here is that women have more education
And
than
I'm
ever
better
before.
than the executive.
Okay.
I don't like that you throwing black women in.
Women have more education now than ever before. They graduate colleges at a higher rate, etc. But why do they earn less? Well, we got to look at the real things. When you look at the wage gap, right? What you're really doing is you're taking all working men and all working women, right? Well, they're not accounting for hours worked. They're not accounting for degrees held. They're not accounting for experience. They're not accounting for meritocracy, education, none of that stuff. They're just taking all full-time working men and all full-time working women. Which, if you do that, then yes, women earn less. But then if you actually account for experience, education, all the things that actually matter that are heavily influenced with how much money you earn, the wage gap evaporates. Matter of fact, women actually earn more than men when you actually account for apples versus apples and not apples versus oranges. The problem is that a lot of people will sit there and say, oh, well, women earn 80 cents on every dollar that a man makes. Yeah, that's because men take less vacation time, they work more hours, etc.
They're more dedicated.
That's why.
They're more dedicated. That's why. Because and man doctor is gonna be the head doctor because he will devote more hours to his job instead of going having babies and like raising children. You know?
So now y'all see
And
what you were
overtime.
saying the first
And overtime
time.
as well.
Yes, and
Huge
they
part
will
of
go
everything that
for
you guys are
everything. They
speaking
just
on
deserve
right
it
now.
more. You know,
All
they
the
deserve it
things.
more.
So y'all see what he was saying the first time though when he said y'all have a choice.
I was not arguing with him.
Y'all don't now y'all hearing what y'all saying right now. That's going back on him saying that females
I never
have
argued
more of
with
a
him.
choice than a man do. And so what y'all saying? Because
No,
ain't
I
I
believe
Don't say
women
y'all.
are
I'm not
pushed
saying
into
that.
it.
I'm not saying that. I'm against
right
that
now,
argument.
if a female lose a job right now and don't have shit, you could go right on the back page and do what you gotta do and make some money. A nigga cannot go and sell dick. A nigga cannot go and sell dick and do it. This all right though. A nigga cannot go out and sell dick like females do. So he got a choice. So wage gap on the white woman. You know what I'm saying? That female has a choice.
Yeah.
So the way it goes.
Okay, look,
He's not gonna sell it.
guys.
To go to.
So look, I just systematically debunked the argument about women earning less than men. The reason why women earn
But
less
those
is
are
because
numbers.
Y'all
Those
don't
are
try.
numbers. You
We
have
don't
to
try.
try.
We're lazy.
Can you stop just yelling?
We're lazy.
So
We're lazy.
You said that's not numbers?
yeah, because you're not giving me an exact statistic. You're saying this whole
Google
thing.
it.
Yeah,
Google
Google
it.
it. Pull up,
Google
like,
it right
look
now.
up some exact statistics
Speaking
because
of
I
Google,
know for a fact
There's a study that Google did, and they found out. Guess
everything
what?
on there is not factual.
Yeah, I was gonna say not
Guess who made more?
accurate on Google.
In the company.
Which
Women.
company? In that, yeah, because it's Google.
Okay.
But you just asked for stats
Your
and
facts
facts.
No,
are
what
from
I'm saying
Google?
is it's because it's Google. That's a company that's already built their foundation on things like sustainability and
Now you're
equal
moving the
rights
goalposts.
and all
Amazon.
that.
You
kind
said
of
earlier
stuff.
it doesn't matter.
It's different. It's different.
What do you mean it doesn't
You
matter?
shouldn't go to Google for.
You missed the whole
facts.
concept here that the reason why men earn more than women in a lot of the scenarios is because of the factors I just mentioned.
Because they're men. Because
No,
they're
because they're
men.
better at that job. That's why.
No, because
yes,
they're
because they're better at that
men.
job.
They're men. It's the whole Adam and Eve thing. They're men. It's like
no.
I mean, it's not a fact. I'm not saying that
Did
there's
you,
anything wrong.
did you literally miss the part where I said hours work, types of jobs work,
Yeah, like,
men
we
work
just
more
had
dangerous
arguments
jobs,
about that.
men work more hours, men take less
Yeah.
vacation time, men are
But
more
I'm
likely
saying
to
if
do
you go
overtime. Like,
position for position, if you go in a company and you go, if you
position
go
for position. Okay.
position, a man is gonna earn
you know what
more.
company did that? Literally, he just said it. Google, did
Google,
it.
that's Google.
So yes, but
So
that's
everything-
Google.
That's Google.
It's
If
one
you-
of the biggest
that's
companies.
like-
Successful
Bruh,
companies.
Bruh, look. You got to get your head out your ass for 2 seconds and analyze
It's
the
out
facts.
my ass. That's
no,
Google.
No,
That's
but
Google.
Here's the thing. That's an
That's
example.
like Tesla.
Oh my God.
That's
Yo,
like asking
be quiet
Tesla.
for 2
do you
seconds.
believe in
Be quiet for 2
about
seconds.
companies.
Everybody be quiet for 2
Okay.
seconds. Literally, it proves the point because you made the argument earlier. If they work the same position, the woman still earns less. But then we took an example where they're both same position,
Equally.
same job, and guess who gets paid more? The women actually earn more. So what I'm trying to say is that if you're going to go ahead and make this argument that women earn less, then we need to go ahead and compare apples to apples. The reality is women don't work infrastructure jobs that pay a lot. They don't want to be Alaskan fishermen. They don't want to be plumbers. They don't want to be
Engineers.
electricians. They don't want to be power linemen. They want to do jobs where it's nice and comfortable in an air-conditioned room. Well, guess what? You're not going to get paid as much as someone that risks their life. And here's the other thing too that women love to say. Oh, well, men are controlling all the money and all the success. Well, guess hold on. That's what you were saying before. They're in all the money. You're making a complaint that they're on all the boards. That's what you were saying before.
No,
they're in
I'm
management
not saying
positions.
that they're. I'm not. Okay.
That's quite
Obviously,
literally what you
I
just said a second
understand.
ago.
Okay, when it comes to I understand that a man doesn't walk into a room and says, "Oh, I'm a man. Give me the higher position. Give me more money." I understand that, but there's something already in this whole double standard. There's something innately in our way of thinking that naturally we assume, just like you said, men are better.
Okay,
that
just one thing
that
you said.
is the double standard. Men are better.
Just one
No,
thing. You said in that
they're better
your
and women
company,
still
you
get the
couldn't get to
positions.
the executive
That's my
position.
point.
Some,
It's like,
a
look,
few.
that's personal experience. If you couldn't get to that executive position, doesn't mean that if any woman went to your position, wouldn't get to that position either.
It's not personal
It's
experience.
personal. Yes, it
It's
is
not.
personal.
Well,
if it comes from you, it's called personal experience.
It's not personal experience.
Yes, it is right here.
Because what I'm explaining, it's not just like an American thing, it's an international thing. And the first time I really noticed is when I was in school for international business.
Okay.
So this is something, and for example, we were discussing, let's say and that's not the reason. Men inherently, for example, let's talk about international business. Let's say there's a company like Shell, right? Shell has a contract that they're working on
Shell
in
is
Dubai.
still- Shell is
Who
still
are they going to
gas.
send? It doesn't matter if a woman is the best negotiator
It's a hard
on
job.
the
Men are gonna do it
team.
more.
They're not going to send her in that situation. The assumption is that the man is always going to have control over the situation. Because you want to know why? Because on the board of directors, it's going to be majority. It's going to be majority
Okay,
men.
so you're complaining. Hold on, stop for a second. Stop. This literally was just what I said a second ago. You went into a long-winded explanation as to men being on the board of directors and how women can't move up because men are on the board of directors, correct?
Because it's a system.
Cool. All right. So this very system that you're complaining about. See,
I'm not
'cause women-
complaining. I don't
you
have
are.
an issue with it.
You are, 'cause you're making the argument that there's this glass ceiling,
I'm out here.
which is a
I'm
feminist talking
modeling,
point.
I'm doing YouTube videos. I took the
which is
easy
a
path.
Yeah, you did take the easy route.
Because
And you
I'm
had the
already
ability to
taking
do
the hard part.
because you're a female.
No.
That's my point.
But there's
You
men that
literally
are
just
doing-
admitted
but
in your own
there's men
argument.
on
You
this
took the
path
easy side
also.
because you're a woman. Like,
But there's men on this path
how many
also.
more? Okay, no, there's not men on this path.
Yes, there is.
many-
You're not that man.
How many men
You're not
models
that
out here
man.
do YouTube and get a good living?
What you talking about? What in my world?
Yeah,
in
how many?
my world,
How many?
That's the problem. You live in your world. And
Yeah, there's
Guys, we're gonna cut the Cows Club. Hold on. Be quiet for 2 seconds.
What's
Be
up,
quiet.
sir?
Guys, we're gonna cut the Cows Club. Come on over to the Cows Club so we
Come
can talk about this. Okay,
Get
you
serious.
just made because you made the argument